Welcome back to AM Northwest. Well, you're invited to join the fight against type 1 diabetes. Here to tell us about the Breakthrough T1D Walk, we welcome Advocacy Chair Shamron Cook. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Tell me about the fight for T1D. First of all, let's talk about what T1D means.
T1D stands for type 1 diabetes, which is an autoimmune disease. So there's
You're born with it?
No.
Okay, tell me about that.
You can be diagnosed at any age.
Okay.
It's, they know there's an environmental trigger that will trigger it, so you can be, diagnosed at 22 months old, like my son, or you can be diagnosed even younger or older. I have an uncle who was diagnosed when he was 48. My dad was 12. Another uncle was 18. My grandma was 27.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So.
And what happens? How is your body affected by
well,
T1D?
your immune system, kind of turns on itself and destroys your insulin-producing beta cells. So your body's no longer able to make its own insulin. So the only treatment for that is insulin injections through syringes or pen needle or an insulin pump.
You learn you have 3 kids, but 2 of them have the same type of diabetes.
Yeah, yeah.
And what is that like as a mom? That's got to be a whole lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's 24/7, while they're sleeping. You're, when my kids were diagnosed, we didn't have a continuous glucose monitor.
Right.
My daughter was diagnosed in 2006. There may have been some, I'm not sure that there even were in 2006, but we didn't have them. And so that's using a regular, glucose meter and a poker to prick their fingers and just check. I would get up in the middle of the night and go into their rooms and
How
check
dangerous is it? Like, what is the worst that can happen?
Well, I don't want to scare people who have, kids with type 1 diabetes, but if they go, the blood sugar drops too low in their sleep, they could slip into a coma. It can be fatal.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
If their blood sugar goes too high, because maybe they don't know yet that they have type 1 diabetes.
Right.
They've maybe got the symptoms of extreme thirst, with a baby maybe overflowing their diapers, or an older child or an adult just needing to go to the bathroom an excessive amount of time, not being able to quench the thirst. The breath can take on kind of a fruity odor. That's when the body's developing ketones, which can lead to diabetic ketoacidosis, which can lead to coma and death.
Which is why you're raising funds to find a cure, ultimately, right? And to make life a bit easier.
Yeah, better technology, but ultimately a cure.
Ultimately a cure, absolutely. You have a walk, and that's going to happen on Sunday at 1.
This Sunday,
This Sunday at Tualatin Community Park in Tualatin. We want to make sure that everyone knows this is a new venue.
New location, new
tell me
time.
about that.
Yeah, we've been having the walk out at Portland International Raceway for a handful of years now, and now we're trying a different location. It's just kind of time to try a new location. We're kind of always seeking the most family-friendly spot, and this seemed like a good place to have it. And and a little bit later time to give people a little bit more time
to get there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So is the goal that families come and walk, and maybe young people who have type 1 can get to know others?
Yeah, I felt like when my kids were little, that was one of the biggest draws for going, was just that they could feel like they weren't alone. There's, a whole bunch, unfortunately, a whole bunch of other people out there of all ages, but a lot of kids out there who are living with the same thing, that you can hear people's insulin pumps alarming, or their, continuous glucose monitors alarming, and your child goes, oh, that's like me, and not feel alone.
Important.
Yeah,
that's
just to kind of have that feeling of camaraderie. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Rhonda Shelby is emceeing, as she usually does, often
that's
does.
Great. Yeah.
Look, there is Rhonda. There's Rhonda. And the goal again is to raise money to find a cure, but also to help with research.
Yes. Yeah. And there's some very promising cure research going on right now, which is why we changed the name, rebranded from JD. We were formerly JDRF,
Yeah.
Which also used to stand for Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, but it's not just kids. So
Yeah,
and
not
now
just
we
kids,
and now
that's
we're
right.
on the verge of breakthrough. So
We want to remind everyone, Breakthrough T1D Walk, again, is Sunday at 1 o'clock at the Tualatin Community Park in Tualatin. We're going to put all that information for you on our website at k2.com. Shamron, thank you so much.
thank you for having me.
You bet.
Thank
All right,
you.
we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.